Hello Bard haters, welcome to another fine We Hate Bards Let's Play. I'm Ben.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Pokemon Red, in honor of the new Pokemon Go, which was recently launched last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Pokemon Go just came out. We figured in honor of that, we do a very, very special Pokemon Red run-through. Going to be special, largely, because, I was thinking of a way I could make it really interesting. Because I have played Gen 1 a lot. I don't know much about the more recent gens, but Gen 1, Red, Blue, and Yellow, I know a ton about. So I'm like, you know what? Me just playing through the game would be kind of boring for me, and probably for you as well. So I'm going to do something in this game I've never actually done before. And that is, I'm going to do something called a Nuzlocke run. Now, Matt, do you know what a Nuzlocke run is?
Only vaguely, because you told me about it before I came over.
Okay, so anyone who doesn't know what a Nuzlocke run is, what a Nuzlocke run is it has a few very distinctive rules. The two big ones are, first of all, this is a permadeath run. If any of my Pokemon faint at any point, they are considered dead, and I am required to put them in the PC and release them. I am no longer allowed to use them. So that's the first big rule, which already is kind of hard, but let's make it a bit harder, shall we? The other thing to make this even more difficult is that whenever I go into a new area, I am only allowed to catch the first Pokemon I encounter. If it faints, if it runs away, if I run out of Pokeballs, that's it. I don't get to catch any Pokemon in that area. If it's... the other one is there's an optional duping rule where if you already have a Pokemon and it's the first one you encounter in an area, you can choose to ignore it until you find one you don't have. I will not be using that one for reasons I will get into later. What is my name? What is my name gonna be? I haven't actually thought about this. You know what?
Xeno.
What?
Xeno with an X.
Why Xeno with an X?
I don't know, because Pokemon are aliens.
I was actually just gonna name him shit, so that every time people said my name, it would sound like they were cursing. But Xeno it is. You have spoken, we will do Xeno.
Why am I running an errand for Professor? By the way, for the audience at home, I'm playing Yellow version.
As opposed to Pokemon Go, which is the whole reason we were talking about this.
Correct. Well, actually, I have Pokemon Go up on my other phone, but...
yes, because Matt has two phones.
I'm fancy.
Because he's freaking Donald Trump over here.
Hey, man. I don't have a toupee.
So, we're just going to start this off and see what we need to go. Or what we need to do. Alright.
My Pikachu name is Zaprat.
Because I'm determined to do this somewhere.
Remember that time we were kids and we had a summer party and your one friend who had never played Pokemon before got my Charmander all the way up to level 38 before I even fought Misty?
I do remember that, actually. Also, what do you think about my guy's name?
Shathid.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Shift. It's supposed to say shithead, but unfortunately...
No, it's the Arabic name Shathid.
Okay, so he's a terrorist! It wasn't even intentional. Alright, so... Yeah.
My Zaprat's now level 7. Dude, you're falling behind, man. You better hurry up and catch up.
You started as I was doing the test recording and everything. Don't get mad at me
because
about
I'm better
that.
at setup process than you are.
Hey, check it. Oh, look, I can make my game go really fast. Yeah, check that out. Alright. So, as I said, there's one other thing I'm going to be doing to make this a bit more interesting, and we'll find that out in a second as I go get my first Pokemon.
By the way, we're playing this on a very large screen TV and it looks awful. Wait, don't skip through like that.
Everyone knows what this is. Professor Oak just rambles on and on. No one cares what he has to say anymore.
Well, I can't do that, so you can't do that.
Dude, otherwise this thing's going to take forever if I don't.
Alright, fine.
You're not actually recording yours. Alright, so let's see. What do I want for my first Pokemon? Do I want Nidoking?
What? Absolutely, that's my favorite Pokemon.
Let's see what the other two are first. Mr. Mime and...
Ooh, I might make you take that.
I don't like Mr. Mime. I've
know,
never
that's why
liked him.
Or no, you have to take Metapod. I'm just kidding.
Fuck that. I'm taking Nidoking.
I kind of want you to take Mr. Mime, though.
I don't care what you want. I'm taking Nidoking. So, in case people at home are going, what the fuck is going on? In addition to playing this on a Nuzlocke run and everything being entirely random, I just gave it away. In addition to me playing the Nuzlocke run, having to deal with that, this is also going to be an entirely randomized run. Because I know this game so well, even with a Nuzlocke run, I feel like it'd be a bit too easy. So, we're going to have everything randomized.
So it really is. So I just played through most of the game and I beat it all. I don't think I've let a single Pokemon faint. Not without being lazy. I've had a couple lazy moments where I was leveling someone up, but it is incredibly easy to go back and play as an adult.
Right. Well, I even did a test play of this. I didn't use Pokemon Red. I used Pokemon Yellow because I hadn't done it before. But even on Pokemon Yellow, it was fairly easy to get the Pokemon I needed. I managed to get lucky enough to find an Abra in an area, and once I caught that and leveled that up a bit.
Yeah, no, that's kind of, yeah. Once you get an Abra, like, game's easy from there on. So
pretty much.
That and a Haunter.
Anyway, so we need to nickname all of our Pokemon. So what should we nickname our Nidoking?
Horny.
Horny?
Horny. Name him Horny T, so he'll be Horny Toad.
Horny T. Hold on.
Wait, stop. Delete all of this.
Okay. I will delete all of this.
M. R.
Okay.
Period.
You're gonna make me name Mr. Mime, aren't you?
No. Period. Space. T. N.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Nidoking Mr. T. You are going to be our favorite thing ever.
Your first 4 Pokemon, no matter what they are, have to be named after the A-Team.
Absolutely. Now here's another interesting thing. Do you happen to know if Nidoking is susceptible to Psychic?
I do not know why.
Because I'm about to have to fight against his Mr. Mime. And here's the thing. If I lose this here, we're going to have to start the whole thing over again.
Save state.
You can't save scum in a Nuzlocke run.
Oh.
I mean, you know what? Actually, for recording state, I'm going to start or save state right here. And if we fail, I'm just going to go back and do it. Normally, you're supposed to do the entire randomizer over again. But fuck that, we already started recording. That would take way too long. So.
What do you have to do today, man? I guess what to do today.
Alright. So let's see how well this works. Oh my word, all the moves ever. Well, Poison I know is not very effective against Psychic in Gen 1, so let's use Horn Attack. Oh shit, I'm about to die. This might have been a mistake!
Do it again. Poison attacks are strong against
They're weak against Psychic.
Oh, that sucks.
And Psychic is strong against Poison.
Well, you don't... It's not game over. Oh, because you guys...
Because I ran out of Pokemon.
We'll just skip this. We'll call this, Just play it out, because your Pokemon gets automatically healed, doesn't he?
He does. Alright, so the mat has spoken, and I know people who really with Nuzlocke rounds are probably screaming at me right now, but you know what? For the sake of recording, we're going to say that this is officially where the run begins. This is officially, if he dies from here on out, then that's it. But, alright. Also, you probably noticed at certain points that it's going really, really fast. Like I might have mentioned earlier, I can do something called frame skip, where I make it go extremely fast. And I'm going to be doing that generally a lot just to get past certain points. Again, I also don't know if I mentioned, but I'm waiting until I get Pokeballs before I start the you can only catch first Pokemon thing. Because otherwise I won't be able to catch a Pokemon in the first area. Well, I might if I'm lucky and just don't see one, but it's very unlikely that that's going to happen.
You can speed it up ×2. I'd be okay with that for traveling and stuff.
I'm just going to be using frame skip the whole time. We're going to try and get as far as we can, because I'm assuming we're only going to be doing one session right now of this. So I want to get as far of it as I can. Get my Pokedex, yep. Yeah, you get your Pokedex, go catch all the Pokemon in the world, which we can do, because it's entirely randomized, and I did put it in something called Catch 'em All mode, which will ensure that I at least see every single Pokemon. Probably won't be able to catch every single Pokemon, but I will be able to see them. Alright, so. And there we go. This is another reason. Oh, there's a Drowsy. What's with all the freaking Psychic types?
Are you running from them?
Well, I did from that one. Mostly because I didn't want to actually fight anything until I had some Pokeballs. Alright, so. First thing I always do, 10 Pokeballs. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with 10 Pokeballs, so I might want to buy potions. And actually... Oh, this guy didn't even have potions. Well, never mind then. Oop. I don't have that much money. 5 more Pokeballs, so we now have 15 Pokeballs to make sure I can catch whatever it is I want. Alright. I'm also, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm realizing I am gonna need potions more than likely at some point. So, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go over here and do something I rarely ever do because I never need to. And that is, I'm going to take out the potion they give you at the start of the game.
Oh, I always do so that I guarantee to win at the fight against Gary.
I really wish I would have thought of that.
You can't think of everything, man. So you have to go back to the first area to catch a Pokemon,
yes,
right?
Now the run has officially begun. Now, whatever Pokemon I find first, I have to catch. Which is a Pidgey.
That's not very random.
No, it isn't. That's what you normally find in this area. That's fine, though. We will tackle it. And I really hope that doesn't kill it.
You should be able to catch it now.
Well, I should, yeah. It's a level 3
Pokemon
Pidgey.
Go has taught anything. If you curveball it, you'll catch anything.
Yeah. I also have 15 Pokeballs, so there we go. Pidgey's caught. Is the nickname to Pidgey? No. And Matt's getting a call from his significant other, so I guess it's up to me to commentate for a little bit. Now, as for catching other Pokemon, this is where it's going to get... I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm going to actually stop to level grind a bit. Oh, jeez, a Kadabra? Really? Porygon. There we go. I should be able to take that. Yeah, this is just going to be what I'm doing. I'm just going to frame skip past all this, try and get past this as quickly as possible. There we go. Mostly, I just need my Nidoking to be a decent level, so he doesn't die a lot. Because that's going to be a running theme, I feel, of this, is try not to die. I mean, I've never actually done a permadeath run in... No, I think I've done a couple. I think I did a permadeath run in Fallout New Vegas once, and it wasn't terribly hard, but still.
What did you do in Vegas?
Permadeath run.
Oh, what
No, Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, Fallout New Vegas.
Not actual Las Vegas. Also, be careful when you're leaning on that thing, because it's, you know, very frail, and people have already broken it.
Your chair or this couch?
The chair.
Oh.
There's a screw in here that is actually broken. Dad had to put other ones in here, and the more you lean on it, the more the new ones are going to cause the actual chair to break, because they're not what they're supposed to be.
I think you're a liar.
Like, I heard it crack. Did you not?
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry.
I mean, you're not the only one who does this. Teresa and, like,
Well,
Kim do it as well. Alright, so let's see what we get. Oh,
What?
Blastoise! Oh, I'm catching this.
If he doesn't kill you.
Oh, that's true. Nidoking is rock type, isn't he?
Yeah. You should be able to catch him now.
I should be able
He's
to.
got crappy. He's got bubble.
Alright, Pokeball, go! Yes! A level 3 Blastoise!
That's pretty fantastic. I like how... Wait, are turtles considered shellfish?
No, they're not considered fish. They're amphibians.
Or reptiles?
Oh, also I forgot. I'm supposed to give a nickname to Pidgey, and I completely forgot to do that. I'm so sorry, everyone. So now I need to give a nickname to Blastoise.
Well, you were supposed to name your first 4 Pokemon. However, Blastoise has to be Leonardo.
Why?
Because he's a blue turtle.
Fair enough.
Well, you know what you have to name Pidgey, right?
Face?
No. Who's the one who flies?
Oh, Murdoch. See, I figured I'd name him Face because he's the one no one really likes.
I love Face.
Well, of course you do, Mr. Sales Guy. I'm saying, like, look, Mr. T is kind of the iconic face of the A-Team. Hannibal is, you know, the leader, the crazy guy. Everyone likes Hannibal. Everyone loves Murdoch because he's freaking nuts. But Face is always just kind of that one who just never... I mean, he's just the con man. He doesn't do much else besides that. A Jigglypuff! My 4th Pokemon shall be a Jigglypuff, it looks like.
That's Face.
You're right, that has got to be Face.
Ooh.
I should be able to catch it. Damn it! It can only sing, can't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic when I get that. Alright, let's...
Oh yeah, throw out one of your...
Let's put in Pidgey, see if we can't bring him down a little bit more. Assuming he doesn't get immediately put to sleep. And he did.
Yeah, just keep...
I'm just going to get past this until There we go. Gust! Critical hit! I'm glad that didn't kill it. Actually, I probably wouldn't have cared, because I'm gonna have to do the thing where I have Jigglypuff out in front and then just... Because Jigglypuff does learn Pound eventually. Oh, Jigglypuff. Yeah, that has to be Face, you're right. Face Man. There we go. All Pokemon are sleeping now. Thank you so much, you dick.
Permasleep.
No, you can't. You are allowed to use Pokemon Centers, pretty much unlimited. There are optional rules that say you're not allowed to use Pokemon Centers. You have to use potions and everything.
If money wasn't limited, I'd be okay with that. But money's limited, so that's stupid.
Well, the thing is though, like money is limited, but especially later on in the game, you have so much of it that it might as well be unlimited. The only problem with that is early on in the game, which again, when you're struggling for Pokemon, can be detrimental anyway. Ooh. Tentacruel. Uh-oh, he's confused. And he went down. Ah, there we go. Alright,
Oh, because you can't catch it, that's right.
No, I can't catch any of these things. I can catch one thing in Viridian Forest, and then that's going... Whatever I catch in Viridian Forest, well, won't be entirely my team. I'm allowed to catch one more Pokemon on the opposite side of Viridian Forest on that little patch of grass.
So you're only allowed to take the first 6 Pokemon you come across?
No. Every time you go to a new area.
Oh, gotcha.
So, but once I have that, because that's the last little random place before I go to Brock. I was gonna say that's gonna be my team to fight Brock. Who, by the way, since I randomized everything, will not have Geodude and Onix. I have no idea what he's going to have, so I'm gonna need to be fairly prepared. Whoa, I just got a thing. I got a Thunderstone. If I find an Eevee, that would be fantastic, actually. A Kadabra. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna throw out...
Face Man.
He can only use...
Can
oh,
sing.
he can sing! You're right! I forgot about that!
Damn it.
Fuck! No! God damn it! Why?
I would say that you're allowed to catch another Kadabra.
No, you're not. That's it. It's teleported. I'm screwed. God
That sucks.
damn it. Yes, it does. I could have had a Kadabra. And because I changed a thing where impossible evolutions are allowable now,
You could have evolved him.
I could have evolved him at level 37. I could have had now a Kazam. Well, shit. Hopefully I'll get another chance to catch a Kadabra at some point. In the meantime, this is now about to become a grind fest.
So, I've actually just discovered a problem with Pokemon Yellow that I had forgotten about.
What?
So I'm trying to catch a Pidgey, but I one-shot all the Pidgeys.
Right?
So I can't catch a Pidgey.
That's why you catch a Rattata first.
I was trying to catch a Rattata, but I haven't found one that's above level 2, which I also one-shot.
Fair point. Ooh, a Starmie!
That's a good one. I should catch that one.
I can't!
Oh.
So yeah, my basic strategy is usually it's take my starter Pokemon up to about level 12 or 13, just so I can use them if need be for whatever. Mostly just to one-shot things like that. But also, just in case I need to bring him in for tag out for someone else. Oh, he's paralyzed. You know what, on this occasion I think I'm actually going to bring out my Blastoise and... Actually, no. Also, although, Charmander, that's right, there's Charmeleon here. Let's use Bubble. Oh, right, he starts out with all the basic moves that Squirtle has, and then he learns more, because that's the way the game programs it. Yep, and we're going to Bubble him a couple times, and that should level him up to... Oh, he's 5!
Because remember, Water Gun does more damage, but Bubble slows the speed.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be fighting any plant types because he's a water. There we go. Water Gun! And we'll just tackle him. There we go.
I just caught a Nidoran.
Ooh, there's a Nidoking. Aw, I found a starter. I found my starter in here. That means it was, well, I don't want to say literally useless. It would have been in other situations. No, I'm not going to bother with him yet. I'm going to wait till he gets a bit higher first. Water Gun. More levels. Another Water Gun. Yeah, this is what we're going to get a little bit boring as I try desperately to get my Pokemon up to a decent level to go fight Brock. So, let's talk about Pokemon Go.
I'm having fun with it, but I don't really do the walk around downtown type thing like a lot of crazy kids these days are doing.
I do. I've actually started one of the interesting things I do, and people may think I'm crazy, but I really don't care. Earlier on this week, I decided, you know what? I started realizing I was running low on Pokeballs, and I don't really get out much near Pokestops, so I don't get a chance to replenish them much. So, I'm like, you know what? I have a car. I can just go drive to all the Pokestops. But the thing is, since, you know, I'm normally awake at night, and I'm like, well, you know, no one else is going to be out at night, I tend to do it around 3 in the morning. I go to every Pokestop in the area on a loop, and get a bunch of stuff at the Pokestops.
You need to start walking that road. That's pathetic.
Oh, look, a Dragonite.
That's a legit Pokemon. That would have been a good Hannibal.
That would have been a great Hannibal. Yeah, Dragonite is one of those Pokemon that's just really freaking fantastic. I don't know if I'm going to do Pidgey here, because he... Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the thing where I swap out real quick to get Pidgey a couple quick levels before I have Pidgey start doing stuff on his own. Because he will be useful against grass... Actually, no, he won't, because he doesn't get... Oh, right, I forgot in Gen 1, Gus isn't considered a flying move.
It's normal. It's
normal type, which is stupid, because it means Pidgey doesn't learn an actual flying type until, like, level 30.
Correct.
Yeah, he learns Razor, or if you teach him the HM Fly, he learns it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Uh-oh. Well... Wait, what's wrong? What do you mean it sucks? What's wrong with Fly?
Because it takes 2 turns. It takes too long. It's inefficient. Damage, but...
It is a bit inefficient, but you also can't be hit while you're doing it, so...
There's a Mankey here? What the fuck?
Yeah, there are Mankeys in yellow version.
I didn't know that. I don't even remember where you catch Mankey in the other one.
In this one?
Yeah.
I think you catch Mankeys... I think you can't catch Mankeys until, Actually, I don't know if you can catch Mankeys in red version. I think you can only catch them in blue.
That's what I play as blue.
In that case, I'm pretty sure you get them...
Safari Zone, maybe?
Oh, no, you get them earlier than that. I think you get them outside of Cerulean. Cerulean or just outside of Mount Moon. I'm not sure. I do know you get them fairly early in there. There we go. Pidgey gets some stuff. Yeah. So the level grinding part is going to be really boring, but getting back to...
Feel free to skip past.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. That is why I'm skipping all this stuff. That's what I was saying. I normally drive around 3 in the morning. I mean, mind you, the loop I run takes me out to Bower, and then like down to 28, and then I'm literally going like, you know, several miles. Like probably about 12-15 miles every night. Ooh. I should probably swap that out and then go back and heal up a bit. Nope, I wanted to swap that. Swap. There we go. Bubble!
Pidgey. What does Nidoran level up to Nidorino?
16. Assuming it's a male variant. If it's female, it doesn't level up to Nidorino, it levels up to Nidorina.
Right.
Unless you use the belt of gender swapping.
I don't think that exists in this game.
I think it's a special rare item you can get through an event. That seems to be the way you get all the special rare items in Pokemon now. A rare event, and sometimes you have to pay money for it. Yeah. Doing that, though, like, here's the other interesting thing about that, as I've been going around to Pokestops. When I started doing it at at the beginning of the week, usually around 2 or 3 in the morning every single night, like, I'd go, and basically there's no one on the road, because, you know, it's where I live, and no one ever comes out at 2 or 3 in the morning. But I started noticing, the past couple of days, there are actually people in these parking lots when I go to them, in these church parking lots, because all churches are Pokestops. But in these church parking lots, there are people doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, I'll go in there and there'll be someone, like, driving slowly around, like, a little curve, like where I normally drive. It's like, ha, they're playing Pokemon Go. They're doing exactly what I'm doing. So, I don't know if it's just people hadn't thought about doing it until recently, if I started a trend. I don't know what's going on, but now a lot of people in the area are doing it. Come on, Matt, you're supposed to be my co-commentator. You're just sitting there.
I think you're an antisocial nerd, and I think you should get out and walk.
I do get out and walk. I get out and walk when I want to catch Pokemon. Or like going to the nearby park, or as I've called the nearest park to me, Viridian Forest.
Because there's a giant forest.
It really is. There's a massive amount of tree there, and then it leads into the park area.
Wigglytuff? Oh man, I forgot that was a Pokemon.
Yep, it is in fact a Pokemon. And now I'm getting to the point where Nidoking can one-shot everything, so... Or with Horn Attack, anyway. I don't know about with Tackle. Probably not with Tackle. Yeah. By the way, what level do you normally involve your Nidorino to Nidoking, out of curiosity?
Doesn't that take the Moonstone?
Yes.
I don't know, I've never really thought about it.
I normally do it right around level 20. Because that way he gets a chance to learn, I think, he learns one move at level, right around level 19. I think at level 19. I have him learn one last move before I evolve him up to Nidoking, and then, because you want to do it earlier, to make the most out of Nidoking's bonus stats.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Alright, and then bye-bye Kadabra. And Charmeleon again. Yeah, I feel like a level 16 Nidoking should be a decent match for anything I come
holy
across.
Cow, you get that up quick.
Yeah. Now I just need to get my Blastoise.
Did you go fight Gary the first time?
I haven't fought Gary yet.
Oh, because you know you can.
I know I can.
Go back.
I'm gonna actually wait until I'm gonna wait until my Blastoise is up to a decent level as well. That way I have two fairly powerful Pokemon who can back me up if I need it. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight plant type Pokemon. I don't. Once you get Bite with Blastoise, or with Wartortle rather, I guess. Once you get Bite, plant type Pokemon go down really easily, but
yes.
Until then.
Which is funny because it's normal, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal in this one. It does get changed to Dark later on, but for I think it's just because it has such a high damage rating, coupled with the fact that it can make Pokemon flinch.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about it. Makes it extremely useful.
I lost a Pokemon, but I'm not playing your crazy mode.
Yeah, lucky for you.
It was a Spearow, I don't care.
Yeah, screw Spearows.
Spearow.
Well, why do you use... I never understood why people use a Spearow over a Pidgey.
I have both.
Actually, you know what? I think I understand exactly why you use a Spearow over Pidgey. They actually get a fucking flying move to start out.
Correct.
Maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah, he's useful for the first... all the bug Pokemon, and then he's done, and then I never use him again.
Flying's fairly useful. Flying's very useful. It can be useful. It's good against bugs, good against plant.
Yeah, but by then it doesn't matter because my other Pokemon are so much stronger. Because Spearow's really weak.
I mean, I do eventually trade him out, like especially once I start finding the other big Pokemon I need. But and also because I do eventually go for Zapdos.
Yeah.
Which I could theoretically try to do in this run, but he's probably not going to be where he normally is.
Oh yeah, would that be the same since he's a specific Pokemon, or would that be randomized?
That would be randomized as well. I've made everything perfectly random. So when I go to the place where Zapdos is, it's going to have the same sprite as Zapdos, but it's going to be something completely different.
And probably not something legendary.
Probably not, because there are only 4 legendaries in this game.
What are the legendaries? The 4 Pokemon and the Mewtwo?
The 3 legendary birds and Mewtwo.
And, well, there's Mew as well.
If you count Mew, yes. Alright, I just realized I was supposed to keep keeping time on this. But luckily, if I open this up real quick, we're about to lose San for a second. Okay, we are at about a half an hour.
Go, Pokemon!
I'll have to keep note of that. Because I can see your clock in the lower right-hand corner, although I know the viewers can't. Alright, so...
We can always do 2 parts, too.
Yeah. That was my plan.
I'm good with that.
Do.
We'd have to stick around for like 2 hours today, dude. I don't want to hang out with you that long.
I know, it's kind of...
So his Pokemon will also be completely random?
Yep. Well, no, he carries the starter through the game, so he will have Mr. Mime again. Which may mean I have to swap out my Nidoking for Blastoise at, further. Because I don't want to take the risk. Even though I'm going to be massively overleveled than him now, I don't want to risk dying again. Oh, good, he's got an Abra as well. Actually, you know what? Abra doesn't know anything other than teleport at level 9. So I'm just gonna zap it with Horn Attack because it can't do anything. Oh! It didn't even get a chance to try teleporting. About to use Mr. Mime! Because 2 Psychic Pokemon is great. You know what? Let's put up Pidgey because he needs to level. And I think Mr. Mime doesn't know anything other... Well, he might know a few things other than Confusion by now. Alright, critical hit! Yes, and he's going to use Confusion. That's also a critical hit, but I'm going to Quick Attack. Ooh. And Quick Attack again. Because Quick Attack always attacks first. And leveled up to 13! Yay! Pidgey's not quite as shit now.
I'm getting rid of my Spearow already, and I'm getting rid of my Rattata.
Yeah.
I have a Nidoran, I don't need...
Rattata is only useful really up to... Ooh. Oh,
well, Hyper Fang's the same as Bite. Like, it's a really powerful attack.
I think Hyper Fang's actually better than Bite.
It is.
I mean, the only it does. I think it does more damage. But it has less times you can use it, which is another good thing about Bite. You can use it 25 times before you have to restore it. All right. So I feel like these guys are good enough to go and try and face whatever. I really wish I hadn't named the Jigglypuff Face Man, because I'm probably not going to keep it very long once I start catching more Pokemon.
Rename another one Face, as long as you keep 4.
Alright, so... At this point, you know what I'm actually going to do? Just so I can get Jigglypuff up to...
Oh, you know what I should have named Nidoran, and you should have named Nidoking?
What?
Not the Mama.
Ah! Dinosaurs reference, nice! Ooh! I forgot I can't escape with little Pokemon, or that's really hard at the very least. Okay. Oh, Magikarp! Well...
You might as well use...
Jigglypuff doesn't have any physical attacks! That's what I've been saying. She is level 5 now, though. So, back to Jigglypuff.
What level does,
and
Mankey level up? Do you remember?
The Primate?
Yeah.
28.
Oh, geez, that's gonna be a while.
I'm a bit ashamed to say that I knew that offhand.
Bro,
I feel like I should know that.
You have an eidetic memory, though, so...
Fair point. And yep, I'm going to be doing this for all these Pokemon as well. Just because I need to get... I think Jigglypuff burns Pound at like level 9. There we go. Ooh, a Dugong. Ooh, that's tricky. I'm going to have to put out Leonardo again, because at very least he'll be resistant to most of Dugong's attacks. Level 7. Hypno. And I'm going to have to use Leonardo again, because Psychic type is going to be effective against Nidoking.
I don't think he'll have any Psychic attacks.
He might. Alright, Water Gun. I actually think he does. Fearow, okay. Alright. So, you can come out, and now I can actually use Mr. T. And Horn Attack. Yep! Learns Pound at level 9, and again, I kind of ashamed myself for knowing that.
My Mankey just got whipped up by the Spearow.
Alright, now before I do anything else, I'm actually going to go down back here so I don't have to go through the grass. And I'm going to go back and heal my Pokemon! Yep. If memory serves, Jigglypuff can be really useful once it's leveled high enough and turn into Wigglytuff. I've seen people who use
get a lot of really good skills, yeah.
Yeah. Mostly, not so much in Gen 1, but the most recent Gen, which I think is Gen 7? I think it's Gen 7. Because in Gen 7, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff gain the Fairy type, which is extremely powerful. It's super effective against Psychic, it's super effective against Fighting. It's not very effective against Steel and Dark, but I think for pretty much everything else, it's pretty good. Ooh, another item. What's this item going to be? A Super Repel. Could be useful. How much is... Ooh. Let's try pounding this guy. Pound! Pound you in the face. Oh, that didn't work very well. Let's try it again. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, my Dinosaur just on Horn Attack. What's happening?
He got poisoned!
So? Oh, because if he dies...
So did my Pidgey, actually. Fuck you, Gloom, and your fucking poison
you
powder.
have some potions, so you can keep him alive.
I have a potion.
Oof.
Question is, what's going to be closer? Continuing forward to the Pokemon Center there? I think this is going to be closer. And on that note, since I don't want this thing to take any more damage, I'm actually going to put Mr. T out in front. I'm probably going to lose at least one of these guys. I'm also going to have to stop frame skipping so I can make sure I don't waste any steps. Normally that item down there is an antidote. I'm not actually going to get it in this case. You know what? Screw that fucking Gloom. Screw anything with poison powder in this kind of a run. Ooh, a Scyther. You know, Scyther should have been a lot better than he was, but he was let down by one major fact. And you know what that fact was?
Bug.
Well, no, Bug is actually really... It's the only thing in this game that is super effective in its Psychic type. But you know the problem with it?
Are they known as Psychic type?
What?
I don't understand what you're asking me. So what's the problem with Scyther? Because I really don't know.
Well, again, the problem is Scyther is a Bug type, and Bug type are supposed to be really super effective against Psychic. And admittedly, he does take less damage from Psychic type, which is good. The one problem is, there are 2 Bug-type moves in this entire game, and that's it. And guess what the only Pokemon is that has them?
Weedle?
Beedrill. What? Twin Needle and... Actually, you know what Pin Missile Jolteon has? He's the only other Pokemon that has a Bug-type, but other than that, Twin Needle, and Pin Missile, which are largely exclusive to Beedrill, are the only Bug-type moves. So Scyther doesn't actually get any Bug-type moves, and he really doesn't get that many good moves in general. I mean, his stats are good. Having a Bug type would have been useful against a Psychic type if, you know, they were useful. But as it stands, Scyther not that good of a Pokemon overall.
Nice, made it.
I did make it. Yes, that's fantastic. So now I'm gonna put Jigglypuff out in front because I'm gonna try and catch another Pokemon in this area. So let's see what we can catch here. Ooh, Starmie. Okay, let's sing first, put it to sleep. Let's see if I can just catch it with a Pokeball. I probably won't. Nope. Fast asleep, so let's try pounding. This may actually kill it, incidentally. Oh, it didn't! Oh, let's try catch it again. Caught it! I have a Starmie.
Nice, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
So, is that gonna be...
Okay, Starmie.
Do you want that to be Hannibal?
Well, it's probably not going to be a consistent member. Like, Nidoking and Blastoise I can see myself using for quite a while. Starmie... I don't know.
It's a really strong water type.
You know what?
But you have Blastoise. Patrick?
Patrick!
I like it.
Is this a Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Not a Krusty Krab.
Ooh, Ghastly. That's a good one to catch.
I can't. We've been over this about 6 times. Okay, let's actually get back and heal Pokemon, because apparently there's a Ghastly in there, and it seems to do nasty things to my Pokemon. Alright. So I'm going to have to do a bit of power leveling on Patrick later on. In the meantime, let's go and see if we can take on the gym leader. I don't have very good type coverage right now, because my only 2 Pokemon that are... I mean, Pidgey is technically okay, but he doesn't have any flying type moves, which is the main reason you want a bird type Pokemon.
Yeah, but he's strong against a lot of ground attacks and things like that.
That's true. If they have a ground type, although I have a Blastoise.
That's true.
So, this guy has 2 Pokemon, which is useful because it means I can swap out in case he has a Pokemon that's going to do bad things to me. Hitmonchan.
Nope, you got this.
Yeah, I think this should be... You know what?
Yeah, actually I think Poison's super effective against him.
No, it's just regular, but it could theoretically... Ooh. He hit me 4 times, but it only did... Yeah, it didn't do that much damage. Oh, because that's right, because I'm Rock. Actually, isn't fighting supposed to be super effective against Rock?
You're Ground, not Rock.
Oh, Ground. Yeah, I don't use... I do like Nidoking, I just don't generally use him that often.
I actually almost always use him, if I get him.
Slowpoke, who is a Psychic Water, which is bad for me. So let's... You know what? Let's send out Pidgey. Let's send out Pidgey Because he might be actually really useful. Or at the very least not... Uh-oh. Hold on. Potion!
Fusion is good against everyone.
Oh shit! Oh shit, okay.
Attack him.
Nope, nope. Leonardo, you're getting your start. Leonardo, I need you. Yeah, I was... I was really worried I was gonna die there. Oh, that got so lucky I didn't. Pidgey dropped to 1 hit point. Oh, man. I'm also gonna do one other thing. Because I got some money from the trainers of Viridian Forest that I actually... Sometimes when I'm frame skipping, I don't actually heal things. It's weird. Alright. So, we're going to buy a couple potions here. I can only afford 2 for right now. But after I've beaten some of the trainers on Route 3...
Can't you get the starter Pokemon really easily in this game? In Yellow?
Yeah! Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. You can get all 3 of them really easily.
Where do you get them?
Squirtle is in Cerulean City. Charmander is just north of Cerulean City across Nugget Bridge. And Squirtle is in Vermilion. And Charmander's the easiest of those to get. All you have to do is talk to a guy. He says, hey, take my Charmander. Bulbasaur, your Pikachu needs to be on, I think, tier 3 or 4 happiness. It needs to be, like, jumping up and down and happy with you. And if not, just give it a couple potions. Or just give it a bunch of items until it, gets happy enough. And then go talk to him. With Squirtle, you have to beat Lieutenant Surge. Yep, I've played that game a lot. Alright. Real quick, I do want to check the typing on just to verify. Type 1 Poison, Type 2 Ground. Yep. He's also about to level up, so... I'm really hoping Brock doesn't have any Psychic type. Actually, you know what? I can't think of anything I'm necessarily terrible at. Other than maybe Plant. Plant would probably knacker me. Because Pidgey isn't good enough yet to deal with it. Dun, dun, dun. Well, there's another one I'm not necessarily good at dealing with. Well, let's try it. Let's see what Horn Attack does. Ooh, not bad. And defense... Oh, he didn't even damage me. Well done, Dragonite. Or I guess Brock... Well done, Brock.
Damn it.
What? Okay. I don't think I have anything good against... What? You know what? I have Flying, but I don't know if Pidgey... You know what? Let's start with Pidgey. He can't necessarily do anything terrible to me. Because Fighting type isn't as... Oh!
I accidentally made my Pikachu forget Thundershock.
Alright, Water Gun! Leonardo, take care of this guy! Pretend he's a ground type. Maybe that'll help. Man, freaking Karate Chop! Pidgey's level 14, and there we go. So now I have the Boulder Badge. He's also going to give me a random TM. TM34, it normally contains Bide. In this case, it's going to contain Mimic.
Why do you remember that?
I don't know, I remember so many things.
You have a problem.
I do have a problem. I've played this game so much.
This is why you can't learn things and why you're not a successful member of society.
What are you talking about? I just got my technical certification.
That's true. Think about how quickly you would have gotten your technical certification if you hadn't filled your mind with useless stats on Pokemon.
The same speed, probably. Because I had to go through a course to learn all the stuff I needed to get it. And that course was 15... Actually, no, it was 13 weeks. Yep, it was the same length as Marine Corps Boot Camp.
That's funny.
So, we now have Pokemon. We still have a bit of time. Normally, in a thing like this where I was doing Pokemon, I'd call it after the first gym because you'd expect it to. But I'm actually going to trek on a little bit further just so we can time crunch a bit. So we're going to try and see if we can get to Mount
You're about to hit this is a new area.
Yes, it is. And there is a patch of grass coming up. So. Abra! Oh, good. That should be easy for Pidgey. Drowsy. You know, I'll keep Pidgey out. Oh, he's asleep. Uh-oh. Come on, Pidgey, wake up. Pidgey, wake up. Okay. Damn it. Hypnosis. Freaking hypnosis. That's why I hate drowsies. And see, that's also why, you know, bug type was supposed to be, you know, more prevalent than it was to deal with the psychic. But it's not, and because of that psychic is...
Well, you don't really fight that many psychic Pokemon in the original game.
Drowsy, Kadabra, Slowpoke.
Yeah, not very many actually.
There are a lot of people who have Confusion or Psybeam.
Oh, I don't remember that.
There are a ton. Confusion... Even, like, Butterfree has Confusion.
That's true.
Which I guess is fine for, like, having bug types to resist it. But again, like, for, like, the straight Psychic types, which I think there are about 5 or 6, they are just nasty. Especially, there's no real good counter to Alakazam. Other than, well, I guess Snorlax. Which is who I usually use.
You just get your Pokemon 100 levels higher and then you just one-shot them.
You can't get your Pokemon 100 levels higher, you only get them to level 100, you spaz.
You know what I mean. I was being facetious, Ben. Why you gotta throw me down like that?
Because you're wrong.
Yeah, well, I just learned double kick.
Good for you. About to use Tentacool.
Oh, it's a fighting move. It's not very effective against bugs.
Oh, I forgot. That's one thing I did forget. I forgot. I don't know all the typing, but, yeah. Fighting's apparently shit against Bug, because Bug is, I think, supposed to be also super effective against fighting. Who want to bring out against Tentacool? You know, I'll leave Pidgey in for now. You know, I think you only knows Ass, and that's not a terrible. It's bad if you're, I think, Plant. About to use, oh, he has a Blastoise as well, the fucker. You know what? Blastoise battle, let's do it. Blastoise versus Blastoise. Yeah, my Blastoise is higher level than yours. So we're gonna Water Gun because it's probably gonna do more damage than Tackle is, I assume.
No, not effective.
Oh. Well, sometimes a not very effective move if it has a higher damage rating.
True.
Alright, and Tackle again. Yeah, level 18. Alright, and back and heal again. I feel like that's going to be a running theme, you know, run back to the Poké Center to heal. Yeah, I actually didn't need to do that much in my test playthrough of Yellow, but then again, in my test playthrough of Yellow, I knew exactly what every one of these trainers had as their first Pokemon, so I could just put out something that was effective against it. Oh, Shelter. I'm fighting a lot of Water-type Pokemon, and I don't really have anything that's good against Water. Dragonair. Go get him, Mr. T! Get the fool! Yep, one shot, one kill. Alright, Pidgey's level 16, that's decent for now. Let's put Mr. T out there and have him do some just nasty, horrible damage. Oh good, it's a Slowbro. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
Can you catch this one?
No, it's a trainer Pokemon, dude.
Oh.
You can't even catch that in the normal version. How do you not remember this?
What?
That you can't catch trainer Pokemon.
I didn't know you were still playing trainers. I'm not paying attention. You don't pay attention to my game.
Well, pay attention to me. You're supposed to be my co-commentator, damn it. That's why I asked you over here to have 2 people commentating on this.
Before you go.
Alright. So, Water Gun! He's dead! And then Alakazam, I'm gonna leave Blastoise out because he's gonna be the only thing that's gonna probably be able to stand up against him very well. Oh good, Water Gun's disabled. Well, let's just smack him around a bit then. Smack a bitch up. Alright. How they looking? Oh, they're alright for now. As long as Mr. T and Leonardo don't go down, we should be good.
Pokemon faint yet?
No, remember I had Pidgey come close. Alright, Horn Attack. Okay, and we got Psyduck. He should be able to take a Psyduck. He's Water type, but... Oh yeah, Psyduck and Golduck, those are another Psychic type. They're Psychic Water as well. Dragonite, yeah, I seem to do really good against Dragon type Pokemon with Mr. T, so... Yep, and that trend seems to be continuing. Now, No. Face Man, you're going out.
Can you get a Weedle in Pokemon Yellow? Or just...
Nope. You cannot catch a Weedle at any point in the game in Pokemon Yellow. You can see them, can't catch them. You have to trade with Red or Blue to get them. Ooh, a Poliwag. Again, another Water-type Pokemon. Let's start off by singing. And he's asleep, so we're going to do a Pound. And we're going to Pound again. And then we're going to catch it. Oh, right, I have to. I want to name him Short Round, but I don't know if I have enough space.
Name him Short Bread.
Ooh, I might have just enough space. Yeah, Short Round! There we go. Alright. So I have another Water type, which, admittedly, I don't really need. Alright, Ooh, an Exeggutor.
That's a good one.
It is.
Too bad you can't catch it.
Yeah, too bad I can't catch it. I would really like to catch it.
What's funny is just how fast you blew past me.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, when you have a Nidoking and a Blastoise and you have the ability to, like, go at 30 times the normal speed, that tends to happen.
Why have mine moving 4 times the speed, but I'm limited to my Pokemon, which is not helping me right now.
Yeah, that is true. It is a little bit harder to get going in Yellow version than any other version.
No, it really is. Like, that's where I'm at right now, is it's like, I kind of, like, have to level grind out my, all my Pokemon, like, 10 levels higher than they need to be. Because none of them have effective moves against ground.
Dicks!
Fighting moves are effective against, ground, right?
Fighting moves are effective against rock. They're normal effectiveness against ground.
There, my Mankey just throwing low kick, and Nidoran has... should be able to fight Brock now. What level are Brock's Pokemon?
Brock's Pokemon? He has a level 10 Geodude, level 12 Onix. Dude, just get a Butterfree. That's what everyone else does. The second it evolves to Butterfree, it learns Confusion in Yellow.
What level is it evolved to Butter?
10.
Really?
Yeah!
Wow.
This guy just has 2 Primates. Let's give Pidgey another go. Come on, Pidgey! I trust in you! Yay! Pidgey actually did something useful! By the way, since you missed you were doing that, my first chance to catch Pokemon was a Duo in this cave. I missed it. Ah! Shit!
Catch it. I don't care.
I can't. It's a trainer.
You can put it in your Pokebox, but catch it.
Dude! It's a trainer Pokemon!
Oh. Well, that doesn't matter. He's on level 14. And what was the name of the Pokemon that you missed?
Doduo.
Oh, that's a stupid one anyway.
That would have been another bird type. It would have been a bird type that actually had a flying type move, and it was level 11, so it would have been comparable
the
to
Caterpie
Pidgey.
you told me you just died, so that didn't work.
Okay. Well, on that note, we are at about 5:30 now, so we can call... And we're at Mount Moon, so... Seems like a decent place to stop if I can just get away from these stupid fish-type Pokemon who are in a fucking cave. That makes sense. But yeah, we'll call it right here, and what do you say, Matt? Keep going on another part, or
Yeah, let's do part 2.
do part 2? All right. So we'll have part 2 coming up. For us, it'll be immediately. For you, you'll have to wait a week. So till then,
Bye. Have a good time.
till then, I've been Ben,
And I'm Matt.
and this was Pokemon: The Nuzlocke Randomizer Run. See you next time, everyone.